Good afternoon, this is Zacchaeus. Dollarmore, thank you, Mr. Dollarmore. That was a good video to Tomi and Loren about Colin Kaepernick. I'm gonna elaborate on that. Okay, now to Tomi and Loren, and I'm not even having caffeine. I just woke up and I'm mad. And speaking of food stamps and welfare, I do work and they gave me more hours at my job, like really, okay. And yesterday I was working at the Drake concert, and just to clarify, I want to elaborate on that. I work both days, Sunday and Saturday, okay. On Sunday and Saturday, what Flex made a comment about the male fans was not true in Houston Toyota Center. So to the videos I made, I defended any male artists who come with flip-flops, but there was not the majority of men wearing that, okay? Just let y'all know that, okay? So to Funk Master, Stinky, Lion, and always worrying about other people's business, Flex, at almost near 50 years old, sit your old ass down and shut the fuck up about what us male Drake fans wear, because while I was security there, if you saw majority of the men, will be black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, all the male fans from 20 something, probably something was 20 10 years, teens or whatever, but most of it was like 20 up to my age. So a few older people was there. Some came with cowboy western wear. Yeah, for real, I'm not lying. You know, wearing taxes, okay? Majority of me was not wearing no sandal or either. So shut the hell up, okay? Funk Master Flex, I wasn't just standing there. No, I'm just shocking that what people say. But there was some fine ladies there yesterday. Oh yeah, of all different colors. African American, Asian, Native American. Well, I mean, it was mixed Native American. Well, mixed, Hispanic, white, whatever. I was calling them divas. So if you saw me yesterday, that was me calling y'all divas. Somebody get the purse off the shoulder, unzip. That was me. Somebody was filming. I was trying to find me on YouTube. Like I told you about when I was at Kendrick Lamar doing security. Yes, at the March Madness. I didn't find myself on YouTube, but somebody was trying to tell some white guys to give me, stop, don't film me, because at my voice, everybody was laughing at my voice. Yeah. I was turning the caps off, unzip the purse, off the shoulder, and for security check, yeah. And what's that? Keys and cell phone. You know, this is 2016. You gotta do it. Back when I was coming up, I'm 37. Back when I was coming up, we didn't have to do all that. Back in the 80s and early 90s, you know. But now folks carrying guns, and I had to tell the guys, some of the guys are upset about taking the caps. I understand. Even some of the girls, their hair wasn't did, okay. And guys didn't have a haircut, whatever, no matter what your race, whatever it was. I understand maybe some kinks, or maybe some straight hairs picking up in the hair, okay? You know what I'm saying? But some people carry guns in them, that's right. So you didn't want to, remember it's a rap concert, Future was there, so Future and Drake came out at 9, and I left at 9, so I didn't see Future. I was going to go to, my bus funds, my bus metro card is low. And I gotta go back to work Tuesday. I'm supposed to go Wednesday, but they got me working Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday I'm probably doing a register, okay? Yeah, because I'm going to be a real register now at the store instead of just boxing online orders. So I'm making more hours. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna get this hair did. They got little kitchens up in here, you know. And it's growing with that castor oil. And then too, when I about food stamp, baby, but guess what? The store I'm over here, the food stamp EBT thing ain't working. Okay. And we gotta tell Texas Health Human Services that I made less hours so they can give me more stamps, okay? And just to tell me, Loren, this is the first time me being on food stamp since I was 12, okay? Because I was not raised, I was raised middle class, okay? And so we didn't have food stamps. There were relatives that had, but my grandparents didn't have no food stamps. they didn't have no Section 8 or none of that mess. Okay, so when I try to look for a job in Republican state, a Texas, which more I told you it's a KK state. To tell Loren, baby, I had to get my own apartment. I had was a public housing apartment. I did graduate high school. Okay. In the class of 98, which is 2 more years, will be 21 years, and hopefully when I talk to the school, I go to online, I'll have my degree, or probably have a degree in 2019 when I'm turning 40, okay? Also, too, I went to Job Corps, Miss Tammy Loren. I know you was in Dallas. I think you from Canada or something, north somewhere. You in Dallas? Okay. 4 hours away from you. I would love to get you on the show and we can debate on issues. Like I can tell you about my person. You just 20-some years old, baby. I'm going to be a doggone father. If I was a teenage father, which I wanted to be one so bad when I was a teenager 10, 20 years ago, that means I could be your father. So yeah, all right. Second of all, and don't try to use color into it. I do have cream. I'm a half white. I'm a Colin, Kaepernick. Y'all not calling him honky, crack, and everything, okay? Y'all calling him all type of niggers. And the reason why I mentioned those names, Colin, crack, and I'm gonna call me all racist, because I do check the white box besides the black and Native American. I'm about to check the Hispanic because Real. Lord, I'm still getting used to this, because my third grandmother, who was married to a man who did like a white man, okay? Her husband, Sam Collins, he had a white mother after slavery, okay? And 19 Creole father passed for white. Well, they both were classified black on the 1910 census or 1900, whatever. Okay, when they was married, and she divorced, she married a tenant. So if y'all relate Russell Tennant and the Riles, well, her dad in Louisiana was not Riles. In Louisiana, it was Real, okay, R-I-A-L. That is the Spanish last name, okay? So that means 19, she had some Spanish Creole, because before the French came to Louisiana, I'm going to educate y'all ignorant ass folks. Before the French came to Louisiana, especially the Acadians, which is known as the Cajuns now, the Cajuns were from French Canada, because French Canadian people and English Canadian people not get along. French were mostly Catholic, English mostly Protestant. They dominate Canada. They discriminate against the French people in Canada. So the French Canadians came down south of Louisiana, exactly, in Louisiana, and dominate the culture. Before that, Spain owned Louisiana. Sure did. And they took over Louisiana, French people did. And so the word Creole, we use it now for mixed race, but in Creole, both in Spanish and French, Criollo and French, I don't know how to say it, speak French, you listen to my DNA. That means native. Even though the white folk were not no native, they were Native Americans in the world, but in in Mexico, when I'm talking about the black and Spanish and Native American of Mexico, folks want to deny that about the black, the Africans, the third root of Mexico. Well, if you know about the caste systems, the people on top of that caste system, Nueva España, which is Spain, New Spain, excuse me, but it was Mexico, okay, at the time, was the Spanish people from Spain was on top. The second classes was the Criollos, which is Spanish Creole people. Then the mestizo, mulatto, what they used to use the word Afro mestizo, but they had the Lobos, who were part Native American black, or Zombo, or Zamiegos, or what's the other term? Sambo, that type of name, Lobo, Paro, okay, they had different names, Albino, you know what I'm saying, they had different names. That the bottom was Indigenas and Africanos, okay, Afro-Mexicanos and Indigenous Mexicanos, okay, so the indigenous Mexican people, which are the Native Americans, and then the Africans. So when you hear us call us Creoles, because Creoles of color were the French mainly, but also the Spaniards of Louisiana, who mixed with the African people, whether it was slaves and all the free people of color. Usually the mixed people later on were the free, and also mixed with Native American, Choctaw, and I got Choctaw on my dad's side, funny part. But other Native Americans, like Beyonce, her birthday was yesterday, she Creole. She mixed with Cherokee, okay, besides black and French. I think I read she mixed with Irish and even Tammy Loren tagged her Irish, and I heard she got Spanish. So those trash taught her speaking Spanish, singing I love that damn version Irreplaceable. Okay, the Spanish version of Irreplaceable. Shut the hell up. Get that way. Okay, but now she could be Latina from that end. Okay, so Real, that's my grandma Anna Riles Collins Tina, because she later on married, to our family business. Cause, you know what I'm saying? Because my grandmother, my mom's side, has that last name, not Riles Collins. Okay, that's her maiden, but she married later on. Okay, on my mom's side, that's the one who raised me. The dad's side family raised me. That's my mama ancestry. Okay, so I could be Latino, not Latino from Latin America, but like Enrique Iglesias is part Spanish and Filipino. Okay, yeah. There you go, from Spain. Okay, so it's an ethnicity for me because when Latinos from Latin America is a race, it's not really, it's a multiracial Spanish-speaking ethnic group because Latinos, so they are very mixed. So yeah, but yeah, so now I guess I'll be checking that later on because hey, and the Spanish Heritage is coming up anyway, so it's funny. Yeah, so that's it, my dear. So those who want to talk about me speaking Spanish is in mi sangre, way. Cállate, way. Pinche racista ways. Anyway, point is, I'll go ahead and say it now, speaking Mexican Spanish, but I say way and pinche. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm from Texas. Can't help it. Point is, I'm glad 20 years ago I learned Spanish, and it is my language all these years. Well, to be honest with you, I'll put my hand on the Bible on this. I always, 9, 10, kind of felt that it was. Like, not like, oh, welcome tomorrow. No, actually, like somebody, but actually, when I was tracing Answer.com, when I found out my grandmother being white, which is that's grandma, third grandma Anna, who had the Riles Real. Okay, that's her mother-in-law. Okay, because that's her husband, Sam Collins, who's like a white man with a white mother after slavery. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Okay, but I found Raul. Remember, I think I did mention this. I thought it was Portuguese. No, on Wikipedia, there is a Spanish last name. Okay, Real with the R-A. Now, I know Real with an E, but no, in our family tree is Real with a R-E-A-L. And I saw my family, a lot of Latinos with that last name. And if y'all in Louisiana, white folks with Spain DNA, we 19 cousins down there. Okay, so I let Miss Tamarine know about that. Just like on Grandpa Sam's side, Grandpa Sam, which is Anna Riles, Real husband, his white mother, and I found the Asian cousin on that side of the family, Asian doctor cousin. Okay, I gotta talk to him, and so we go hang out one of these days. I wish if I had the money, go hang out on Labor Day, because I'm off on Labor Day. All right, on that side of the family, that's Bug Bacon's. Bug Bacon, because Collins is her married name, and I can't find my great grandpa Sam. There was who was 19. I'm assuming he had to be because they say he was Creole, but no, there's no French on that side of the family. That's English and Irish. The dad had to be French. There's a lot of Collins in Louisiana, okay, but she was a Bug. It was a maiden name, his mother, and Bug Bacon, Neverets, I can think of the names, Neverets, but see, and I traced it all the way down to England. Okay, so therefore, there's no way in hell that I cannot be pure. So y'all come on to you, pure African. First, I'm not dark chocolate. I'm not saying those who are, because I got cousins on that side of the family with that mixed DNA who have dark chocolate. My sister is dark chocolate. My half sister on my mama's side. All of us have our fathers. Okay, to put my mama business out there, but I'm the last child and I'm the dad's only child. Okay, there you go. We don't have it. Thank you. Second of all, I don't have pure black DNA. So if I was made to white people and were related to them, regardless of what white folks who are redneck KK think because they're not God, I wish I start treating them like they are, they would not be related to me. Okay? So, and also Native American. I knew do about the pipeline people and do about because I got Native American because Grandpa Red, who's related to that's Sam Collins' grandson. That's my great grandfather who will be 97 this month actually. His mother, which is they had not to tell their business. The son of, because I want to go in detail of our family, the son of Sam Collins and Anna Collins, that's my great grandfather's one of their sons, dad had to be an affair because the woman he married to is not my grandmother. But and I found that on my grandma revealed that on my mom's side that somehow so I'm assuming he was he was cheating on the step grandmother on that he on records where they married to. So 19, I tell my grandpa read business. He was born out of affair. Anyway, his mother was part Native American, and he said he knew his grandmother. She had that long silky hair. He don't know what tribe she was, but they used to do paper genocide her because anybody married to Native American, sometimes they classify as white. I mentioned the Drake and Eminem and Suge Knight situation. Okay, if you was Native American, remember you was not a citizen until like 1920 or 1940s. That's sad. And they're Native American people. And just to let Tomi know, they were married. If you was Native American, besides on my dad's side, I know about that because my dad was the first non-black ancestor that I'm talking about my dad 30 years ago, okay? 1986 told me we have Indian blood in us, and we showed it because I don't have no chest hair. And that's my dad has it. It's stronger on that on my grandma on my dad's side. But let's get back to my mama's side of the family. Okay, so if you was married to a non-native person, you're gonna classify as mulatto, black, or white, depending on who you're married to. And they had classified her as black, his grandmother. But when I saw the video paper genocide on YouTube, I was shocked. They were classified as, well, they didn't have Hispanic then, but they classified as Spanish. You know what I'm saying? If they're related, yeah, exactly. And that's not right. You know, I'm just, the paper genocide, the blood quantum. And so he knew her. And you look at my great-grandpa Red's features, even though he's a little bit lighter than me in his hair, because my first cousin, cut his hair. My aunties from the first marriage of my grandmother, because my grandfather, that I have his last name on my mama's side, he left off and have a daughter. He got killed 30 years ago when I was 7 years old in October. Both my mom and him had the same birthday in October. Not the same exact birthday, but their birth months in October. In San Antonio, I have his last name. And he has a daughter that's my age. She's 37. Okay, when he left off, that's when my grandma married my step-grandfather, who I thought was my grandfather growing up when I would go visit my mom's side of the family. Remember, my dad's side of the family raised me. So, just, so I always thought that he was my grandfather until they told me he got killed, and I'm thinking it was him. But no, it was this my step-grandfather who was alive. He died in 98 when I was graduating high school. But my blood grandfather got killed in San Antonio. And so they still have but the point is that there's 2 daughters and 1 son from that marriage. Then when my grandmother remarried again, it's 3 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And he also had a daughter. So, and the second daughter, my mother's the oldest. That's my aunt. She's 20 years older than me. She has a son, and he cuts. That's my first cousin. He cuts our great grandfather's hair. And when I seen many times, his hair is not as kinky. It's kinkier, but it's not as kinky. And his features is very Native American. And yet they call him red because he used to be real light. So that's why I have the caramel skin. Besides the dad's make sure I'm lighter than my dad. He's not dark chocolate, he's mahogany, but he do stay in the sun to the point he ended up looking like dark chocolate. Then when he got out the sun, he come back like, you see the picture in the 70s, my grandma and my dad's side would say this, why won't he not stay out the sun? Because he was about my shade back in the 70s when he out there being a little player back in the day. I'm surprised I'm the only child. I'm sorry to tell his business. I'm surprised I'm the only child. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But he told me his business, okay? So, point is, that's why I born out of marriage. Point is, let's get back to Tomi Loren. And I gotta educate people who, see, if you know who you are, compared to racist society try to lie along with the people who suffer from it, who going on with the lie, who the coons, you are more educated. Like I said, knowledge is power, and people suffer of lack of knowledge, like Isaiah 6:4 say. So you gotta know who you are, so you know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot be with society trying to make you an example of their victimhood that Tomi Loren don't understand, because she a white girl. Okay, like the Diamond Silk say. and so enjoy her white privilege. The only thing she'll suffer as a straight white woman is her being a woman in this country. Okay, but if you're a minority, and y'all know minority women, women of color, you got it bad not being a white woman, or not being a pure white woman, and not being a man either. So, I just, this woman it just gets on my nerves. And the same country, they talking about the flag. Let me tell you something, baby. On my daddy's side, my dark skin, black, French, Creole, Native American, because the family told me, both his parents from Louisiana, he fought and got drafted and fought for this country, sweetheart. So shut the hell up. I am a descendant of the Korean War veteran. Shut the hell up, okay? I mentioned it in my PTSD video, okay? So, so Kaepernick has a right to defend his stance against it. Because it's true, my grandfather used to say this when he would be in Korean War, and I'm glad because he just, even though we had issues, God rest his soul, he died in 2008, born 1930. Okay, he used to tell me about how soldiers, the black soldiers, if I ain't pure black, was treated, and they were treated like, not good. You know what I'm saying? In Korea, it was different because it's not the U.S. But the white drill sergeants were very not nice. Also, this was back in the 50s during Jim Crow. Also, baby, before your ass was born here, my grandfather used to tell me that one time the drill sergeant will, hey, get out that bed at the time. So my grandfather was being obedient. White guy, well, thought because white privilege, he had to get up. Who was another sergeant? Another soldier. That drill sergeant pushed that dump, boop, on that white dude. He had to wake him up. Because that white dude thought that because he was white that he can get away with everything. And my grandfather had one job, black blood and dark skin, not pure black, he had to do with everything said and go 10 times worse than the white guy. Well, not that white man was being fair that day. He pushed that bed, boop, onto against the wall, told that white dude to get up. Okay, so you shut the hell up. You didn't go through what my family went through during Jim Crow. Even if they did look white, they had to pass. Like my third grandfather, 910, you don't have to slave, had to pass. So he don't have no repercussions for having one drop of black blood. And you talking about half white, all of us are part white. Since your ancestors, who are ancestors, unfortunately, couldn't keep their penises out their doggone pants during before the Civil War, okay? Some of them were raping sisters after slavery. In Jim Crow, yes, they were. Also, too, you had Ike Turner, and I'm glad to mention this story because people, it's a project, I'm doing Chris Brown. And I kind of agree with Avasho Phillip, but at the same time I have to disagree with Avasho Phillip because Ike Turner mentions on Whoopi Goldberg show, Whoopi Goldberg had her show, when they were talking about Tina in the movie about the book, also got to do with the end. It was I Am Tina book. Ike Turner told Whoopi, he said my daddy was killed by the Ku Klux Klan because he was dating a black woman who was going with a Ku Klux Klan man, and that was going on. That's why I use the word Negro bad wench a lot. I use the word psychotic aunt, your mama, and the Diamond Silk Sisters who show yes honor to the white man Donald Trump, but to brothers I bet they say every motherfucker name in the book. Okay, there's not of the child of God. Trust me, I've been in that situation. That's why I have to understand why some brothers choose to go outside the African race, whether the sister light skin, dark skin, whatever, because they were taught back in the slavery days and in Jim Crow to be this emasculating woman. That's why you had the Amos and kind of sci-fi, okay? Because that stereotype, not all sisters are that stereotypical behavior, don't get me wrong, but some sisters, I'm from Texas, if any person I can see who come to Texas know this is a plantation besides the KKK state, this is a plantation state. Some of our brothers and sisters I cannot get along with because I read outside the box, think outside the box, and not think along with these brothers and sisters who got that plantation mindset. I had to get that country accent out of my mouth. Because they want to, about going on with stereotypes. They want to fight for their rights. And I'm glad you, my brothers and sisters up north, make fun of our people, especially here in Texas. Because it's true that there's northern African American people and southern, they don't fight for their rights. But they want about Mexican taking jobs. Okay, if you got discriminated over his Mexican to your job on job, why don't you go take your ass to the EEOC and fight? Do you know some young people, including those my age, don't know what the EEOC is? Yes, some young people. I had to tell two brothers, one camera skin, one dog, because the dog was dating a Hispanic woman at a certain business, and her son, who's older, because she's my age, and she had a son that was young when she was younger, who was working there, and the other Latino folks turned against him. She turned against him and gave more hours to Latino. She ended up getting her ass fired. I'm glad I helped her ass get fired with her culture ass mindset. Don't try to treat our brothers like disrespect and then sleep with them because the BBOC was so good for her. But when the Latino dudes were getting upset, who 9 and 10 got some black DNA in it because they had Afro-Mexicans in Mexico, and they want to make because white folks going to get them more hell. They already come besides can call WBSPIC, they call the NGR at the same doggone time, which they do call them the new niggas anyway. You know what they do? They call the Mexicans all new niggas. They say, okay? That's why enslaved do exist from them, because of human trafficking, that's slavery. Okay, let's be real with it. Okay, so then she gonna sit here, but when she got caught not taking them doggone funds, besides the EOC lawsuit, they had to let her go. And yes, I did help her get fired and get out the doggone system, because the only one she was treating with respect was the African woman. Okay. She an African woman, she's born here, but her parents from Africa. Okay, and she was the assistant manager there. But I'm the one that told these two brothers about, and they ain't know what the fucking EOC means. Because I've been to EOC office. Yes, I have. I can't tell you my business about the contract. Yes, I did go to EOC office. Not, well, okay, let's go detail. But point is, so I know my rights. So if I get discriminated, I'm going to EOC, baby, and collect the cha-ching. Okay. So if you start whining about some immigrant or something, y'all please know your rights. Down here in Texas, this is a plantation state. Besides a KK state, these are damn plantation. And I'm from Texas. That's why I don't like to be from here. And I see why folks get mad. Beyonce not repping Houston, but repping New York. I want to move to New York so bad, but if Trump become president, I'm crossing that border to Mexico. So, point is, yeah, I did help her get fired. So anybody know, I will get y'all behind fired. I help everybody. Same thing. If Latina get discriminated against a black or white person, Coco black who ain't no pure black, white person, whatever, I'm gonna tell you, go to EEOC. So those who don't know, the Equal Opportunity Commission, if you get discriminated on the job, you or your check get less, all that other stuff due to race, religion, sexual orientation, gender. It happens for white folks too. Okay, yes it does. So, yo, white folks get discriminated, use that. So you can't talk about you gonna get no excuse me, it cover everything. If someone get discriminated, go to the EEOC office. God dog, these people don't know their damn rights. This is no wonder that Juneteenth celebrated after Emancipation Proclamation here in Texas. Okay, but that's the truth. Y'all, this is mildew. Sure, I gotta bleach it more. Okay, now I ain't got the money to get my white clothes. Why? So I had to put a shirt in. Y'all ain't want to see my chest. And it's cool in this house with the air conditioner. But the truth of the matter is, baby, you don't know. See, one thing, remember that shows he said if you dress up as a minority, you know how it is to be a minority. We need to do that show again. The Tyra Banks was doing, other people was doing, the Ice Cube was doing it too. Let Tim Ren get a darker makeup, make her look ethnic. I don't know if you want to make her a sister, Latina, whatever. Because she need to know what it's right to be in the minority. If you never been in the minority, you about to become the minority. That's why you don't want the Latinos here. If you want to dress as a minority, it's Tim Ren, and so you can understand we fought Kaepernick. Did not want to be standing flag. One thing by him being half white, And I mentioned about us being, because of what happened on slavery days. And, you know, my great-grandmother, my fourth grandma, excuse me, was a white woman who married someone of color. That's very rare. It did happen. Barack Obama, your president, who's not a pure black, let me correct you about that situation. He's multiracial. So is Michelle Obama. Both of them have white DNA in them. Michelle Obama does have white ancestors and white cousins. The Coco Black identified, which ain't pure black, and white cousin had a family reunion. That no in hell she a pure black woman with white cousins. But point is, just like I had white cousins, point is to Tammy Loren. See, y'all don't even treat us, cause y'all did mix your DNA with us. It wasn't no African thing. I mean, there was some Africans that did slave, some Italians, some Sicilians come in. I can understand. And Hannibal and Moors went to Spain. I understand all that, but it wasn't 400 years of that. It wasn't centuries that you see mostly African people who look like Wesley Snipes on a dollar bill in Europe. Okay, let's get that straight. Or look like Sitting Bull. Point is, the white folks came here. That's when legal immigration started in 1492, excuse me, when Columbus said the ocean blue and claimed he discovered when he didn't. Second of all, my white sister, let me let you know that as a white woman, you have more privilege, and he's right, that my mulatto brother is right, that the cops are getting away with murder because half of these people are not telling the truth in these chemicals. They have backup plans for people. That's right. People snaking the grass, taking their side when they're a person of color. So before you start bumping your guns, white woman I got your DNA in me, shut the hell up. You don't even classify us as white people. Yeah, I can check that black, white, and I do check black, white, and American, about to check Hispanic later on. Yeah, but whenever I come to you and told you that, you will try to doubt, you try to act like I was crazy when I've been doing my research since I was 13 years old, when you was probably in your diapers, okay? That's what I say, you're 19, old enough to be my daughter if I had a child in the 90s, because they were teenage pregnant with rabbit back in those days, okay? So, Miss 22 or 24-year-olds, that means you were born in 1992, which is my niece is the same age as you, okay? My sister's daughter, who just graduated from college last year. Yeah, she graduated with criminal justice, okay? My niece is 20, because you were born in 24, yeah, 24. Okay, it's 1992. So, baby, that means if I was 13, 12 years old, which there were folks my age having kids in middle school, I could have had someone that was your age. So shut the hell up. You only live here 24 years old. I'm not trying to blame someone that's young, but you act like you know everything when you don't. Don't get wrong. I was 24 years old. I didn't know everything, but people try to shut me up, but I was speaking the truth. You're not speaking the truth. Okay? I remember a time when we had jobs and everything else, and yeah, Clinton fucked it up, okay? But that's why we had Bush. Point is, you don't know how it is to be the minority. And since we are mixed with white, because your white ancestor, my white ancestor, started to mix with Native American and black women, even by force, by rape, you know, you don't classify us mixed folks. Because if we did look white, once y'all found out that there's no white DNA in them, you trash talk them. They are the outskirts of the white community. So, therefore, shut the hell up, white woman, my white sister. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. So you're talking about white privilege and everything. And I bet Colin, since he don't look all that white, he's very light skinned. Yes, he is. But he don't look all that white. He look like no doggone Channing Tatum, who has a Creole grandfather. No, Creole daddies. I'm sorry. And Channing Tatum doesn't mean came on MTV with that broad nose. Not a white man with a broad nose, because he's a brother. He said that his dad Creole, meaning he got black in him, and that's why when he was playing Beyonce in that sing-along thing on the LL Cool J thing, yeah, they both Creole. I'm Creole. Hello, I know. Point is, he don't look like a child taking pads for white and act like he ain't got no black DNA. You automatically know with that, and they had almost kinky. Colin Kaepernick has almost kinky in mine, but it's less kinky. It's less curly. Don't get me wrong, but that hair, he got that fro, boy. Dang. Okay, got the big fro. Okay, he ought to play Harry Newton. I mean, not to say I'm not with the Black Panthers, but if they ever do a movie, you know, he'll play. But I think the other light skinned dude played the one that was on Get on the Bus. Play it, yeah. But point is, all right, I forgot that dude name. But point is, That head so big, okay? You can tell that he cannot pass for no white boy, okay? Please get that in your head. We all know, anybody know in a history class that they lie in the school that African American descendant people, we are part white and Native American. They trying to deny that, but Native American part because they want to get no doggone checks because that's a recession check, not recession, that's a reparation check for being both black and Native American. That's why they screwed up the DNA test. When you go take another DNA test like did Jessica Alba, you like she found out she had black DNA in her second DNA test. Okay, then first DNA don't look, they didn't find that out, but when she on PBS, DNA test don't tell all the truth. They don't go to Adam and Eve. Okay, it goes to a certain generation. They don't get to two traces of your family on your mom and dad's side to 8 or 10, 16 generations. They lying. That's why when I take DNA tests because that's full of money. If you're going to do a DNA sample, please do everything from Adam and Eve to now. Okay, don't do a certain generation and lie that certain DNA is not there, and then I go to another DNA company and it's different. Yeah, look at that video y'all called African Americans Are Not African. One of them guys put us a snippet of 60 Minutes, and they were attacking AfricanAnswer.com, which I'm glad that brother who darker than me with white DNA mixed with white admitted, oh, it's a small push move, but folks thought, no, don't be lying to people and saying that they don't know all their roots. They pay $100 and $200 at the time. Now they're trying to lower it down, and now they admitted that it don't go all DNA. Stop lying. Anyway, point is, and then they can't say I can't handle DNA. This less hairy body I got. All right, but like you know what I'm saying. But point is, many of us are African American, white and Native American. So we're not no pure Negroes up in this country. But y'all sure act like we are to dehumanize us. So I'm not what that one drop message was a purpose for. Dehumanize and discriminate us. And like I said in my beginning of the video, they're not calling Colin Kaepernick all type of honkies and rednecks and everything. Well, rednecks is not a real racist term. If we mean for white folks, I don't use that term to white racist people, especially us, the Yankees that come to Texas. They call these folks rednecks who are racist. They sure do. Because I know some Yankee white folks, you know, white folks from up north who are liberal, and I like to hang with them. Trust me, I like to go hang. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? They're my white brothers and sisters, unlike these old southerns. But now, the southern ones who are scalawags, you know, cardback scalawags called, who are not racist, okay, but the one who redneck ones. And when I do have, like my Asian cousin told me, we got rednecks on this side of the family, on my great-grandma, my third grandma, my fourth grandma, excuse me, and a bug side. And like I said, I do not want to meet them redneck KK folks. I will have a worse than Medea family reunion if we do. Point is, we're not pure black. Beyonce is not pure black. I'm damn with my camera ass ain't no fucking pure black. I don't even check that. Oh no, and if you do check that, I will try to bring you a lawsuit since I found out you can do that. Okay? We're not. So stop it. Y'all don't even give us no fucking white privilege. So don't get mad about us not wanting to pledge to leech to a flag and a NASA anthem that was defending slavery. Until you start treating us as human beings